What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another episode of Pound for Pound. I am the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman.
Henry Cejudo, aka Triple C.
And today we have a very, very special guest. And I say special guest all the time because if Henry and I are going to talk to somebody, we believe that that person is special. Right, Henry?
Facts.
So it's a very, very special guest. A man truly that needs no introduction right now in the MMA world. A man that's been tearing it up for a long time. Since his first fight in MMA, in the UFC. A guy that's going to be fighting January 18th against the pound for pound number one, Islam Makhachev. We've got Arman Tsarukyan. Is it Tsarukyan or is it Arman Tsarukyan? You tell me.
Arman Tsarukyan.
Tsarukyan. Arman Tsarukyan. Do it, Henry.
A Shadowline production.
This is like a Dagestani style.
Welcome.
I can tell you were in Dagestan.
Arman, man, welcome to the show.
Thank
man.
you for inviting. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, we've been watching you for a long time. You've been tearing up that lightweight division since your first fight in the UFC, which first fight in the UFC was against the pound for pound number one guy, not at the time, but right now in Islam Makhachev. And you came in and you showed yourself. You did, and you took that fight on what I think like short notice.
3 weeks.
2 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks notice, short notice, and you went in there and it was a very, very tough fight. It was back and forth, but Islam got the win. And you have battled through that lightweight division and you have climbed to the top. And now, January 18th in LA, I believe?
Yes.
In LA, in Los Angeles, California, you are going to be fighting Islam Makhachev for the lightweight title. How do you feel? I mean, finally, all the work that you've put in has led you to the point where you wanted to be. How does that make you feel right now?
Feel amazing, when your hard work pays off, and I got what I wanted. First of all, it's a rematch. Second, it's a UFC title, and I've been waiting this moment like 5.5 years. So we fought about 5.5 years.
Right.
And I beat everybody in this division, and now I just need the one step and to be the best lightweight in the world.
Right.
I was watching your fight with a couple days ago. Actually, yesterday. I was in the hot tub. I might have posted it too on my story, but I was watching you in Islam, and I feel like you've both of you guys have gotten so much better. And when I look at that fight, Armin, I feel like one of the areas where I feel like Islam probably controlled a little bit more against you was against the cage. For you being defensively. When you're offensive and you got the over-unders, you're able to give Islam Makhachev the first takedown. Or the first time he's ever been taken down in his career. How much have you changed on that 3-week notice with Islam Makhachev till now? Because it's not just you getting better physically and athletically, everything you've done in fighting, but also mentally. You beat a guy like Charles Oliveira. You beat a lot of you. I was there when you knocked out Benil Dariush. I mean, you've gone on a rampage. How much has Arman Tsarukyan? How much has he gone better since the last time you fought Islam Makhachev in a 3-week notice?
Of course, I've got changed so much, and I have improved my all skills. But the best thing I feel it's experience from the fights. When you fight, like you go there, you like do some mistakes during the fight, and then go to the gym, and like work on your new skills, and after each fight, I feel like I'm getting better, and. The best thing from the fight, I got experience, especially UFC experience. When you fight first time, you're super excited. You're like nervous and but now I'm already used to it. Like for the crowd, for the people, for the media. And just now it's like a job. Just go there and have fun and fight.
Yeah. No, we see that in the way that you've been running through some of these top contenders now in the division, Armin. And listen, even before we even get into, I know I see a lot of people like just go into these conversations and they just talk about the fight, but I like a lot of things about you. I like your style because I felt like I was kind of in that same way when I was coming up and I was building myself and trying to get to the title. You're relatively quiet, to yourself, and you working. And I see some things. I see you fresh. When you go to these fights, the style is there. I see the pieces that you have. I see the business that you're doing on the side too. I keep my eyes on these things. So I see it and I notice these things. And with you, you're very stoic, which you're very calm. And it seems like, so a lot of people, we really want to know the background. We want to know the story. We want to know who Arman Sarukyan is before he became this guy now that we're excited to see. So we were talking about it earlier, and we said that you told me that you wrestled from age 6 to 8 years old,
Yep.
and talk about that a little bit. Then you stopped wrestling, and then you found a different sport that you love that you played for a while.
Yeah, so my father he likes martial arts. He couldn't train because he was living in the village, and when he moved to Russia, he already had the two kids, me and my brother, and he gotta like take care of us, and he couldn't train. But like in his heart, he's like a maybe athlete, and he always wanted to us. He always like tell us like you gotta train. Like first of all, we went to the karate school. We started train, but like the karate school was too far, and we couldn't like go by ourselves, and he couldn't drive us because he was super busy. And then we had close to our house wrestling school. We started wrestle, and I was doing very well. I had a lot of I won a lot of competitions. But at the end of that, when I was a young, I got a cut weight, and I was hating that moment because like 2 days and before nobody know how to cut. That we just don't eat 3 days and just you know just do some stupid things, when we were young. And like we even when I was like 8 or 9 years old, we got some tablets, when you like go pee. Very,
Yeah,
yeah, it's so
diuretics.
bad for our like health. And I started play like hockey, and one guy like saw me. Oh, said, you where are you playing? I said, I'm playing here. I said, how? I said, I don't know, like I'm just playing on my like backyard. And he said, you're like a future hockey player. Like let's go to the our like a gym. So, and he gave me all stuff for the hockey because it was super expensive things. And I started to play the hockey, and I tried to wrestle and play hockey, and then I understood like I gotta pick one to be good on
Yeah.
one things. And I was doing not bad, but like I felt like I started very late, because hockey you gotta go like when you're 5 years old. You
Really?
gotta start 5 years old. It's not MMA when you like 18. You can start and be a champion somewhere. It's like a tennis as well, like
Yeah.
a box. It's a different sport. You can be 20 years old and to be a
It's hard.
best tennis player or like the best boxer.
Right.
They doing that from like 5 6 years old. The same as a hockey. And then when I was 17, nobody bought me and like invite the different teams, and I said, okay, what I can do. I started work with my father. I didn't like working because I like sport, and like I transitioned to I started grapple, and I won Russian Cup, and I understood grappling is not enough. I wanted to fight, and I did one fight for. I did right away professional fight, and I beat that guy very fast. And they said maybe I can be a good fighter, so I started winning. And when I was 21 years old, and my manager told me like one soon you're gonna get in UFC, and I got the opportunity when I was 22.
22. And right now you are 28.
Yeah, I just became a 28,
When is your birthday?
11 October. Yeah.
28 October 11th. Henry, that's got to be right now. Who's the youngest champion right now?
Uh, Ilya Tapuria, he's
Ilya.
28
Ilya's
as well.
20, what is 27, 28?
28 or 27, yeah.
28. Sheesh.
Yeah,
So,
no, I think what I find Armin's story a bit fascinating is one, it's him starting a little later in his career, and the fact that he's still young. You're still relatively young, and obviously you're getting a second chance at to fight somebody who has a win over you. But I think what I find your story unique too, Armin, is like you really didn't have to go the route of fighting. You know, you're from what I the little bit that I do know is like your father became pretty successful, where you didn't have to put on the gloves. I mean, this was a decision that Arman Sarukyan had to make, and he made that. You know, like moving forward with everything that's going on. I mean, did you always, because we always heard that, you know, and the clip kind of went viral. It's like, I just want to fight because I want a blue check mark. I want to be able to have that blue check mark on Instagram. But now you are literally a week's less than, yeah, about a week and a half away from fighting the best pound for pound fighter in the world, and that can put you in a pedestal where there's never been an Armenian world champion. I mean, how does that make you feel, Armin?
Uh, you know, maybe I make proud my country that like finally someone is fighting for the title, like Armenian fighter, and yeah, I'm like from a good family. Like my father like gave me whatever I want, but like let's see, like my older brother, he's not in the sport, but like he works as well hard, like with my father. They work hard on the business things. You know, it's not easy as well, like to make good money. Um, but the best thing, you know, when I wanted to travel or go somewhere or to buy some good gloves or whatever, like always like was easy for me, and I didn't take the fight for the money. You know, some fighters like when someone offered like good money, they right away jump and fight. You know, because not just for legacy, for the money. And hopefully, I didn't have that situation as well. So one point to be from the rich family is good too. You don't rush and you take your time, and you can you can
Right.
I mean you can do whatever you want and you don't think about money. You know, your head just focus on your fighting.
yeah. No, this
Right,
is
right.
this is right.
I
This is
wish that was my
it's a good
problem,
point.
Armin.
This is a good point, Armin, because they say this all the time, Henry. Henry, we hear this all the time because people go, "Oh, you're not hungry anymore because you have money and this and that." People say this about guys like Connor and even myself. I've gotten a little bit. People go, "Oh, you don't need the money now, so you're not hungry anymore." No, it was never about the money. I chose to do this. I went to college. I could have got a job, went to be a medical doctor, been anything. I could have done something else. But when you choose to do it, it's a different way. Like I'm not gonna lie. I did struggle at times. I needed money. There was sometimes I didn't have that money, But like you said, when you're able to take your time, then you make decisions differently, and it's able to. You have that clarity. You have that. You don't have that cloud over you that I have to do this right now because I need the money. And
Yeah.
so I resonate with that. I
Yeah.
understand what you're
And
saying, Armin.
one I was in Russia in the training camp, and one fighter young said, if I had like how much money you have, I would go to the like training camp there. I said, if you had like how much I have money, you never come to the gym. And we started laughing. Like,
This is true.
yeah, you never know. Like, it depends who you are.
This
You
is
know,
Henry. This is how Henry is. If Henry
Henry
had your
has
money,
everything: Olympic medal, money,
yeah.
two belts.
Olympic
You see
gold
how he
medal.
showed the belt? Yeah, he said
Yeah.
that.
So, why you fighting now? Just one question.
Yeah.
For what?
The same
It's a
reason
it's
for
a
the same reason. Legacy.
Legacy.
Legacy, two parts, Armin. Legacy and business. You know,
Yeah.
I got a family, man. I got a lifestyle that I want for them. And for me, I've always been pretty smart with my money. I've always invested. Like to the world, I'm the king of cringe. I'm the triple C. But in reality, man, I'm always making business. A lot like what your father has done for you and your family is I see it the exact same way. So
Yeah.
to me, I'll
That's
be
right.
honest with you, Armin. It is a little different. I mean, to me, it is like if I was Khabib, if I had Khabib money, I probably would never fight. But because we want more of it, we want to live that lifestyle. Then I'm willing to put myself back into that cage. So when I retired in 2020, I meant it. But then once you have kids, you see and shit starts piling up. You know
Yeah.
what? I gotta raise that, and that's what it is, man. That's just the reality. I'm happy with my career. I'm happy with everything that's done. But when you have kids, and your dad will tell you, you don't have any kids yet, right, Armin? You don't have
No,
any
no, I have
kids?
I have two kids.
You
Yeah,
have
but
two?
Okay, so you
they're
have
in Russia, and my father take care
okay.
of them, so that's good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hey,
see, dude, tell your
I
dad to take care of me too, man.
No
I
problem.
see that car
You
you
gotta
got, dude.
you gotta come you gotta come to Russia.
All right, Henry, time for a quick break to give a shout out to our sponsors over at Rose Sparks. Fellas, do you need some help in the bedroom? We're in 2025 and Valentine's Day is right around the corner. It's time to find out if Rose Sparks is right for you.
Yeah, that's right, Kamaro. I'm talking about taking your sex game into championship rounds because confidence is key inside and outside the damn octagon.
Rose Sparks is a dual action treatment that dissolves under the tongue and begins working on an average of 15 minutes. It gives you a boost to go harder for longer.
Damn, like that, cuz you're giving me the chills over here. Jesus.
Pause.
And the pill
Jesus.
stays active in your system for up to 36 hours. So you can go around after round after round after round after round after round.
Whoa, relax. Roll connects guys with a medical provider 100% online, so there's no awkward conversation. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off Roll Sparks on a reoccurring plan and treatment shipped directly to your door. Connect with the provider at ro.co/P4P to find out if prescription Roll Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/P4P for $15 off your first order.
Compound drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturer review. For full safety information, go to ro.co/safety info. You beat a guy like Islam Makhachev. Do you give a guy like Islam Makhachev a rematch? Or do you start going down the line and say, hey, you know what? I've always wanted this guy. I want a Justin Gaethje at 155 pounds. I want a Michael Chandler. I want somebody like that. How do you see the landscape if you're in your position? Who do you give Islam a rematch, or do you give somebody else an opportunity to have new blood?
After the when I won the
Yeah,
title,
after you win the title.
yeah, I would like to fight with Oliveira. This is the guy only who deserve to fight for the title, and like he's the most dangerous guy. Like I feel like right now it's me, Islam, and Oliveira. Three of us the best fighter right now in lightweight division.
I mean, that's a great one. I mean, but you just fought Oliveira.
Yeah, but like people say it was close fight, this, that. I just wanna go and like
Oh, you want to
crush him.
finish him?
Yeah, and
Oh,
just
okay. No, listen. I've been watching you and you've been doing work. I mean, we saw what you did against Benil. We saw which Henry and we thought that would have been a tougher fight than what it was because we know Benil. Benil's very good grappler, underrated I think sometimes. He's a good striker and he's a tough guy. But you went in there and you put him away. You made it look easy, But like Henry is just saying, with that division, there's a lot of guys. I mean, you've got, Justin Gaethje's been hanging around there. If it wasn't for that last fight with Max Holloway, he would, his name would be in the hat for fighting for that title. Or do you see that a potential matchup with a guy like that, or even Michael Chandler in somewhere in the near future?
I have one more, Armin. What about you giving an opportunity to Ilya Tapodia? Because he's gonna make the commitment of
Right.
going up to 155 pounds,
But
and you
hey,
guys
they're
have.
Georgian.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I mean, they ain't
Yeah.
Nigerian. They ain't
That-
Nigerian.
Yeah.
Kamaru and Izzy, they won't fight. But if a guy like Ilya Taporia does decide to go up, do you give him an
You
opportunity?
know, so my goal to get the belt, and from there I'm just gonna think about business, because what I wanted to be a world champion right now. I don't think about like after who I'm gonna fight. I just focus on Islam and about this fight. I'll take care about this fight, and from this fight I'm gonna when I win the title, the sport things is done. It's gonna start just business, and I'm gonna pick who with who UFC pays me more. I'm gonna fight, and doesn't matter who is gonna be.
Hey.
It's
So
gonna be business things, not just the
yeah, I
sport.
like that. I like that
So you're
because I
going from
think Ilya is
so
about
you're going from
business.
legacy to business. Is that what is that what you're telling me, Armin?
No, right now it's a legacy to be a champion. It's my goal
And
to be
then
a champion. But
business.
after that, and then business. So, and then business. After this fight, when I'm champion, I'm just gonna think about money, not about like to be a two times champion or like defend 10 times. I'm just gonna think about like money fights.
Hey, hey. Do the
Damn.
whistle, Henry. Do the whistle. Do it. Yeah. See, I'm glad. Hey, not a lot of people can be honest about this.
Yeah, but like I have a lot of things on my head, but right now I gotta. I'm not thinking, to be honest. I'm not thinking about what happened after this fight. I just think like after this fight, I'm gonna decide. Maybe my father said, "Oh, you know what? You're done with this sport. You won the title. Come and work, make money with me." So we
Wow.
never know.
Right, right, right. But speaking of business, I see the business side. I see a lot of people don't understand what the outside things that come with being at the top of the sport. You are now a brand. You're not just,
Yeah,
a fighter, you fight, make some money, go chill, blow the money, and then come back and fight again. You're a brand. And from afar, from a distance, I've been watching you and I see how you've put everything together. I see when you have to go on appearance and go to these events, how you put the apparel, the clothing together. And you kind of a stylish guy too.
a little bit. Not
They
like
say
you,
pretty boy. They
but
say pretty
I'm
boy.
trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to be like you.
Yeah, you see the watch that he got on. He puts it on the pieces. The
Let me
car
see.
that
Let me
he
see
drives
that. Let me see
around.
that, Armin.
Hey,
Let me see that
we
watch,
see
bro.
you.
Let me
Yeah,
see. Oh damn!
yeah.
You better
That's the
step up,
Rolly.
Kush. You better step
I'm
up,
trying. I'm trying.
Kush.
I got the little boy. He got the big boy.
Nah, 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 nah.
I see the car he drives. I see the
No,
business
today I
sides.
was like humble, like Bronco.
No. Hey, you hear that, Henry? He said he was humble today. He only brought the Bronco. He didn't bring the G wagon that he have at home,
Damn.
or the
No,
Ferrari. What
that's
is that
what's
that
up.
you have at home? Ferrari,
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Oh, the Lambo. Oh, my bad. The
Oh
Lambo he
damn!
got at home.
So you got a Lamborghini, a Bronco, a G wagon. I don't know. Kamara was just saying
What
shit.
else you have? I know you have a lot of stuff at home. What else you have?
No, we got a lot of stuff in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
like I can drive whatever I want. But like my favorite one right now, it's a S class and Urus.
Ooh, okay, okay. Talk a little bit about the business side because that's an important aspect too. You have a lot of business ventures that you're doing right now. Let's talk a little bit about that before we really break down this fight. Talk about some of the things that you and your family been working on.
No, my family on the construction. They do constructions, but me just I just make money from my brand,
Brand
from my
sponsorship.
face, and like from UFC right now.
Yeah,
So and that I what I make from UFC, I just invested on me, and now it's pays off. So like
yeah.
people now want me like just hold some bottle or like some energetic, like some energy drink. and from there I make money so easy. And now I understood, like, uh, UFC gives you so much, like, big platform to make money, from
Opportunity.
the
Right.
outside as well. So, and now I wanna be a champion, and after that it's gonna change. The
Yeah.
the checks gonna be different one.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. All right, man.
Yeah.
I got a good one for you, Armin. You become champion, and you put a bracket of four people to fight each other. Winner gets Armin. How do you place that bracket of four people? To maybe get a chance at you. Do you do Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker? Do you do Oliveira maybe versus Islam? Like how do you put this bracket together in order for them to get to you? Hypothetically, you're the matchmaker right now.
Uh, right now I'm a matchmaker. It's Islam Makhachev Oliveira, and
Okay.
second one it's Dan Hooker versus mm, Dan Hooker versus Poirier maybe, or Chandler. Oh, not Chandler. Sorry, I
Gaethje,
forgot about
Justin. There's Justin.
Justin
There's just
Justin Gaethje
Gaethje,
versus Hooker.
Hooker.
Okay. And who do
I
you
like that.
think comes out on who do you think comes out to who do you think meets in the finals if you were to set the
Of
brackets
course,
like that?
Arman Sarukian versus Islam again.
Armin versus Islam again.
Oh, so okay, so that's how much respect you have for Islam. And I will say one thing that Islam did tell you is after you lost, he gave you your flowers. He said, "Hey man, relax. You're still young. Like keep learning. You're something special." I mean, how much did that mean to you now? And the fact that several years later, you guys are meeting up again.
Yeah, of course, he motivated me, and he said, "Yeah, I'm young, and I have time to be a champion." And I just was appreciated for his words, and keep doing what I like to do. So I'm enjoying to getting better every day and train hard, smart. So, and that fight showed, like, we are good fighters, and now in 5 years, like, I'm number one contender and he's a champ. So it's like, as a fan, I would like to watch the fight. I would like to be a fan and go and watch the fight from the
Stands.
stand. Yeah,
Yeah, the arena.
yeah, from the arena.
No, I think I honestly, Armin, I think this is a spectacular fight. I think this fight right here. Last year we had Ilya Taporia versus Max Holloway, and Henry. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I that was the fight that was the most competitive fight in all of 2024. I believe going into that fight, going into it, not during the fight, but going into the fight on paper, it was the most competitive fight they could have made. I thought it was the best fight. Both guys still really, really high up there. And I thought it was the best fight they could have made. Now we're starting 2025, and the year hasn't even started yet. But right now I think this is the best fight they could have made because I think right now you are, I mean, the best that you've ever been, and Islam, it shows he's number one pound for pound best fighter that he's ever been. But if you had to break down that fight, what can you say about Islam and his fighting and the way that he fights that you see that you can exploit that will make you the champion?
Islam, he's so smart, and he's so well rounded. He can strike, he can clinch, he can wrestle, but he has weaknesses as well. So his condition not the best. So if when he fights with a wrestle guy, when it's gonna be difficult to take down someone, you're gonna waste energy. So, and he he's boxing better than his kicks. I feel like with my kicks way better than him, and I mean, he's so smart as well. He knows how to move, how to relax when he's gotta like where he gotta like grab his your glove and like
Right.
he has a lot of like tricky things.
Tricks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he on the clinch he has like good movement. He's ready when you like move and then like take you down, or like when you knee him and he like flip you. Like he's so smart, well-rounded fighter, and I'm just gonna do my best there, and I know how I can beat, and just I'll go there, and I just feel my hands power, and just can't wait to show everybody like what's the new version of Arman Sorokin.
Yeah, I
Mm,
like it.
I like it.
He's gonna have another fellow countryman in his corner in Khabib Nurmagomedov. I mean, obviously Khabib is respected all across the world and specifically in Russia. I mean, how do you think this is all playing off? Is more of Russia on you think Islam's side, or is it 50-50 with Armin? Because obviously you represent, even though you hold a lot of roots in Russia. How do you feel like it's going to be in LA? Because I know there's a big Russian and Armenian population. Like, how do you perceive that?
I mean, in California, about like 800,000 Armenians people. So for sure, in arena is gonna be like 70% my side, 30% his side. But
Love
during
it.
during the fight, it no makes sense who came like
Yes.
support you, who
Right.
not like, and like I have a friend. He just called me a couple days ago. You know what? I bought first seat, and like I'm gonna like say it like to you, like to support you. I said, bro, good job, but it doesn't help me. So you can just like sit even like from watch from the TV, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be same things.
Right.
And really, bro, I thought like you can hear me. I said, no, bro, I cannot hear you.
No, this is true. I see Henry. I love you, Henry. Henry trying to be messy a little bit. You trying to be messy a little bit, but you see how Armin
I'm
shut that
I'm I'm
down. Hey,
I'm sloppy.
yeah. See, Armin understand. And you get this. Like you understand. Like it doesn't matter who's there. It doesn't matter how far because you're only programmed really to listen to your coaches.
Yeah, I just wanna say one thing: the belt is going to Russia anyway.
Right. Right. You hear that, Henry?
I like it. I like it. I like it, Armin. I like the fact that the position that you're in. Obviously, we've all heard that apparently you got a new trick up your sleeve. So, do you mind sharing that little trick on pound for pound? What's that trick all about?
What is that?
He said he found out he heard that you have a trick up your sleeve, a new trick, a new move, new something up your sleeve that you're gonna use in the fight. Do you want to
Ah,
share with
about my
us?
new technique.
Yeah, your new technique. You want to share with us?
No, how can I share you? But this is good move, good move, good things, And he's gonna surprise. I've never done it before.
Hey, I saw in a fight you threw the axe kick.
No, no, not X kick. Of
No,
course,
but I know that.
yeah.
I know not this
It's
one
not
because
not
I
S
see
kick.
you do this
Yeah,
already
X
in the
kick
fight.
already know people.
Ugh. Hey, Henry, me and him have done the axe kick in a fight. A lot of people don't expect it from me,
Yeah,
but I actually have done it in a fight. I almost landed. I just missed it. You landed it. This
yeah.
is
I
crazy.
landed, but no, I didn't knock him out. But like we gotta try during the fight a couple times. So and this is dangerous kick, but like it's dangerous. It wastes you energy as well because
Yeah.
you gotta like throw your leg. It's you can do like 5 6 times like you do jab, like you can like jab 100 times
Yeah.
during the round, but
Yeah.
like kick you can like maybe like 10 times.
Right.
It's like completely different. That's why they already know about trick about that the technique. They already know I'm gonna I can throw the ups kick. That's why I change, and I'm gonna do a little bit different.
What are you gonna do different? You're gonna
I mean,
a
yeah,
new one?
like
What new one?
hands with legs, with the wrestling, show wrestling, strike him, throw striking, wrestle him. I'm a
Yeah.
well-rounded like you
I
guys.
I
Yeah.
know we see this, but you have a new like you have the new one technique that you're gonna bring that
Yeah,
inside.
yeah. I train every day. I wanna like to find something new and like to learn something, s- do something when I have never done before.
Yeah, you want to
And
Yeah,
tell me?
your flexibility,
Let's hear it.
yeah,
Armin. I
Tell me.
just watched the video of you getting stretched, and your mobility,
Stretching, yes.
your flexibility is absolutely crazy, man. And I think that's why you're able to do axe kicks and things like that. I stretch quite a bit. Like I'm pretty short. I'm a short guy, but I can reach my leg up to where people wouldn't expect it from. So I think that's partially what makes Armin dangerous is the fact that he does have that flexibility and mobility up in his arsenal. So whatever that may be, Armin, I think the most competitive fight right now, for UFC 311, it is going to be Arman Sarukyan versus Islam Makhachev. I personally feel like the co-main event, if I had to break it down, I'm gonna go Umar Nurmagomedov, just because he's well rounded. He's got a gas tank on him as well, and he also brings in that wrestling. But for the main event, for you and Islam, it's like, man, could there potentially be an upset? Because we have seen Islam get hurt. We have seen him get cut. We have seen him get fatigued with Alexander Volkanovski. So I just want to say, Islam, like, man, thank you for coming on the show, dude. I think champions are, everybody starts from somewhere, and I do believe that if you know all aces and you fight at your best, that anything can happen. And I just want to wish you luck, man. And I've been a fan. I've been a fan of yours since you fought. Since you fought. The first time that I really seen you fight, it was against Gomra that you didn't get the victory, but yet I saw a lot of potential in there, and I'm not surprised now that you are fighting for the belt. And if you could avenge this fight, that puts you in a category that's absolutely ridiculous.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, Armand. I mean, as you could tell, I'm a fan of the sport, but particularly I'm a fan of certain guys. I like guys that can do their work. Do it well, do it with class, and shut up sometimes. A lot of big mouth in the UFC, especially in my division. We have a lot of big mouths in my division, but I really respect guys like you, Islam. Even Umar, Marab. Guys that can do the work and get to the top. And so I'm excited. I can't wait to watch this fight. Right now you are 22-3. January 18th in Los Angeles, California, UFC 311. I
311.
believe 311. You're going to be fighting Islam Makhachev, the pound for pound number one right now. He took over my spot after I left it. So, yeah, if you are able to go in there and get that victory, I mean, that puts you right up there, top three, pound for pound, best fighters in the
Yeah.
world.
Hopefully next time I'll come with my belt.
Yes, for sure. You come with the belt.
Damn.
Yeah, he's
You have
gonna
two,
go
you
triple
see.
C.
We can hang it. We can hang
But
it here, brother.
No problem.
but
I'll
it's
I'll I'll buy you fake one and give
yeah.
my fake and real live with me.
I
Well, it's
like
it's
it.
Thank
gonna
you.
be a fantastic fight. Obviously a lot of respect for yourself, a lot of respect for Islam Makhachev. Islam is, like we said, pound for pound number one right now, and Islam is a phenomenal guy and a phenomenal fighter as well. So we can't wait. January 18th, like I mentioned, UFC 311, live in LA. Um, it's gonna be a fantastic one.
Thank you.
Good
That's
Thank you
luck
for
to you, my
exciting.
inviting.
friend.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah.
It was good to talk to you guys, and
Yeah, man, we're
especially
watching, and yeah, you're doing it
with the
right, and
champs.
you're doing it right, and hey, if
I'm
all
gonna
goes
get
well,
your energy, and like go there and like get the belt from you.
and Armin,
Champion energy,
yeah, this
champion's
is the
energy.
most, I've seen Armin talk. This is the most I've seen, the most animated I've seen Armin because he's so chill all the time. Well, except for when you were walking into that fight. What was it? The last fight with Charles Oliveira, and
Now
something happened with
I'm
the
like
fan.
I'm super quiet or super angry. Like no one can stop me. Like
Yeah,
I don't have like in the middle. I'm like little bit or chill or
yeah.
super like angry. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
This time I'm gonna go like straight, and I'm not gonna watch left and right.
no
Just
fan. Okay.
just watch straight and like go to the cage.
I would ask you what happened, but we'll save that for later. We'll save that if when you come back on the show later, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, like we said, Arman, man, good luck to you. We're gonna be watching. Henry and I are gonna be potentially maybe there. Henry, maybe there or no?
You going?
No?
You going, Kush? If you go, I might go.
Don't
Dude.
tempt
If I'm
me.
your
No,
plus,
don't
if
talk
I'm your
about it. Don't
plus
talk
one,
about it.
though. If I'm your if I'm your plus one, dude.
Don't worry about it. All right,
First
Arman.
first row, seats.
First row, screaming right there. All right, man.
Okay,
Arman,
thank you.
man,
Thank you so much.
congratulations, my
I'll see
brother.
you soon, guys.
Appreciate you. Well, that was the number one contender fighting January 18th in LA versus Islam Makhachev, UFC 311, Arman Sarukyan. So make sure you you go watch that fight. I'm the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman.
Henry Cejudo, aka Triple C.
And we are out.